I'll nod. Go.
Hey Barrett, what are some of the pressures that keep farms from practicing the sustainable practices that Swanton Berry Farm does?
The kind of major obstacles are economic and financial. So farmers are not incentivized typically to do the right thing. It's much easier to kind of take the shortcut or take the easy way out. For example, we historically have grown about 20 acres on a 200-acre parcel, roughly. And the idea is that in growing those 20 acres on the 200 acres, we can move those strawberries around and create a sustainable soil system that is healthy and is not exhausted and has a complex, microbiome full of richness. That it creates a system that is not only self-protecting, but is beneficial to the strawberry. Majority of people would see that ranch in the industry and say, why aren't you growing 200 acres of strawberries as opposed to 20? You would have a much greater economic output. But the idea is that we get to stay on these ranches. We get to create a system that is sustainable as opposed to, all right, we grew 200 acres for 1, 2, or 3 years. Now we're out of here. We have to find a new ranch because this thing is exhausted. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, there's no really easy way to say this. But
It's a long answer. I mean, it's when we're talking about place-based businesses and farms should be place-based. People are just rotating, moving, and what you said earlier about fence post to fence post, we have that same saying in Iowa where people try to plan everything they can, and then you have all these unintended consequences.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you think that there's a potential for the natural product industry, our functional foods, to work with farmers to create these economic incentives or models to say, hey, we want to help empower you to farm well, and we want the highest quality products? Is that possible?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it is. I think I think it's going to take a kind of shift in the ideas and cultures within agriculture, and to create, provable systems that work. So when you are going to integrate a new product into your system, that's risky. You don't know how it's going to pan out. You don't know what your problems are going to be. You don't know what your pests and pathogens are how they're going to react to this new product. And it's a gamble every single time. And our industry has very incredibly tight margins. I mean, we are operating really close to a loss every single year. And when you have a situation like that, you're not encouraging people to create new forms of production. You're not creating a system that is encouraging innovation at all. You're like, hey, I need to be as safe as possible because this is about to fall apart around me.